Andre, we made it to Tombstone Hill, and this is part 2 of a video that we started back at Tumbleweed Ranch, where we hooked up the Tacoma to our trailer, put on the Acty Kei truck, and drove it up a very steep hill. So if you want to watch that video, where should they go, Andre?
TFL.com. But this video is all about off-roading, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna take the Tacoma up Tombstone Hill after it broke. So we're not gonna quite do something as drastic as we did over at the Ironclads.
Yeah, we will do that later.
We'll talk about that later at the end of this video. But we're gonna unhitch this, we're gonna take off the Acty, and we're gonna go see which one of these can make it up Tombstone Hill. And I'm betting I know which one, Andre. So which one do you want to drive?
New truck. I like new trucks.
You're gonna stuff me in the old Acty, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I barely fit as it is. And it doesn't have a low range.
And it has a manual transmission.
And it might fall over and roll down the mountain.
Well, that's why you're the CEO.
And I might burn the clutch to the point where it smells like, something you don't want to smell.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The trailer is released. Beautiful. No drama whatsoever.
So the tricky part here, of course, is going to be first and foremost, will the front diff, the ADD... Hey, Andre, come on over here. What was the ADD again? What's that stand for?
Active differential disconnect.
Which is what broke when we took it up Ironclads. Will that hold up? And, of course, can a little Japanese K truck without a low range jump up? I don't know. It's going to kind of bound up Tombstone, right? I don't think you'll have a problem. I think I'm going to have a problem.
No, I mean, that Acty is tough, but I don't think it was ever designed to climb steep mountains.
No, and I need to move that seat back like 3 feet.
You can't.
I can't. All right, so I think we should take the Acty up Tombstone first, and then we'll see how the Tacoma does, and then we'll tell you what we got planned, because it is something special for this, because I'm sure all of you are out there like, hey, why don't you take it back where it broke? So hold on to the end of the video. We'll let you know what we got planned.
That's coming. Our Tacoma series would not be possible without our friend Scott and the O'Sullivan Law Firm. If you, your friend, or your family member are in an accident, you gotta tell them to call Scott first. Use the phone number in the description of this video, or go to their website. Scott is a personal friend of mine and TFL in general. He's a great guy and a great attorney. So call Scott first.
Welcome to Tombstone Hill. This is our usual kind of soft roader testing area, and I don't have high hopes for our little K truck, Andre, because I've got dry rotted tires, I've got wheels the size of dinner plates, I've got no low range, and I'm squished in there like a very big sardine in a very small can. So,
but look on the positive side, Roman. You have good visibility. You have lightweight. And yeah, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, I'm going to either like go halfway and get bogged down, or go to the top and then roll it coming down. I don't feel great. I don't like the forward control sitting in front of the thing.
Well, this is not structural, so this is not a roll bar.
No, it's not.
So a roll bar. I mean, it's a little bit there for cargo protection.
The only good news is this is light.
Yes.
Though I'm not.
So
let's stop talking and let me give it a try, Andre, and then we'll see if the Tacoma can make it up. That should be child's play to the Tacoma.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Tier D off-road, so it's got a rear locker, it's got pretty decent tires, trail, terrain, TAs.
And it's got a front diff that seems to be better.
Happy so far.
So far. At least towing up here, it seemed to be happy, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, totally.
All right, wish me luck, dude. I'm not looking forward to this. This is also weird sitting on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Look at my exhaust. Look at that. I got like 12 horsepower, dude.
No, you have like 40.
Oh. Okay, 40. Still,
you know what
still
you have?
300.
You know what you have here is a side-by-side.
Oh no.
This is a
You want to
side-by-side.
stand in the back as I attempted? To add,
No.
add some weight over the rear wheels?
No.
Okay, all right, here I go. Andre certainly got the better truck. So a K-truck is a designation in Japan where the vehicle has to have about 600 cc's and it has to be very small. This is a 90s K-truck that we bought for the ranch to use as a farm truck. And they're very utilitarian and they're very useful, but some of them actually do have a low range, like the Daihatsus have a low range. This Honda, no low range, and that's going to be a problem trying to go up this hill because either I'm going to burn the transmission or I'm going to stall it. The good news is the motor is actually in the back, kind of over the rear wheels, so that gives me a little bit of traction. The bad news is that I'm kind of sitting on top of the front wheels, kind of the forward control position. That's never a lot of fun. And the worst news is I barely fit. So at worst, I'm going to make it halfway up the hill and then have to back down. And backing down hills is never fun. I'm going to take a little bit of a rolling start at it, so I'm going to back up a little bit. I don't have a crawler gear. Put it in first. Here I go, Andre.
God bless you, Roman.
Thank you. I also have very little leg room or foot room to work the controls. All right, here we go. Come on, Acty. Here I go. Oh my God. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's like being on a roller coaster, but I think I'm gonna make it. Come on, Acty, it's going to block down, but you're almost to the top. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And it did it. Oh my gosh. I am officially impressed. I didn't think that would do it. So, you know, full-time all-wheel drive, Honda technology, Honda engineering, and a vehicle that doesn't weigh a lot actually did really well going up Tombstone Hill. Now there is a harder part of Tombstone Hill called Dare. That was Truth, and I'll give that a shot as well. So let's see if we can make it up there. We made it up Truth, but let's make it down Dare first. I mean down Truth first before we try going up the harder part. All right, I'm just gonna go out of gear now and just use my brakes. And hopefully I'll just slowly climb my way up and over these ruts and this loose dirt and not end up impaled in a tree. Oh my. Oh my. I didn't back. Hopefully I didn't. Oh gee. Hopefully I didn't damage anything. Oh, not a lot of approach departure or breakover angle on this guy. All right, so let's try Dare. Might as well go for it. In for a dime, in for a dollar. Really good turning radius on this little guy. That's good. I didn't roll down that mountain. I'm just gonna go for it. Same thing. A little bit of momentum. And not stop till I get to the top. That's the plan. Oh gee, it's gonna get really ugly here. Really ugly. I can't really back off. Oh God. That went up my spine. I made it. Don't know if I didn't break anything. Maybe I did. But that was certainly interesting. It's running. I don't smell gas. I'm hoping I'm not leaking any vital fluids. Keep in mind, we are trained professionals. I don't recommend you doing this at home because, you know, bad things can happen. Kind of feel like Whistling Diesel now. Kind of feel like Whistling Diesel, Andre.
That was nuts.
Doing a torture test. And it survived. Let's see if the Taco can do the same now. My seatbelt is so tight I can barely breathe. Okay. That's enough of that. Did I break anything, Andre?
I don't know, because you scraped a bit up there.
A bit, yeah. Yeah, like that hit went up my spine. Dude, I hit pretty hard in the front here. Is it okay?
Well, nothing. I don't know if anything is leaking.
Well, that's the good news. Nothing is leaking. You see anything leaking?
No.
All right, call me impressed, Andre.
Wow.
Wow, the little truck that could.
Well, now Tacoma's turn.
Yeah, you better learn how to brake. You better be able to outdo a 97 Honda Acty Kei truck. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go into 4-low because I do have 4-low and I want to use all the tools at my disposal. All right, that worked pretty quickly. That's pretty nice. I also have multi-terrain select. So technically, I can select different drive modes, which is, I'm gonna go into rock because this is the Rocky Mountains. And, well, this is not a comparison, but I just want to see how easy or how capable the Taco is and how's the fix. You know, we got our part repaired, and so as always, as we say, as slow as possible, as fast as necessary. That's the old Land Rover saying, isn't it? And so no drama. The more boring it is, the better. Because if you're spinning tires or bouncing off rocks, that's when things can get damaged. I'm going 2 miles an hour, just idling the torquey engine. This is a 4-cylinder turbo, 2.4 liter. I've got 317 pound-feet of torque at 1700 RPM. I've got my BFGs, although they're not KO2s, they're trail terrains. So now to descend, I'm using crawl control. Nice and easy. I'm gonna increase the speed, maybe just a touch. I'm just steering. Yeah, this part, the truth part of the hill is too easy. Roman, this is too easy! Okay. That's really rocky. That's where he scraped a lot. Let me try there. Alright, here I go. I'm gonna try there. I do have pretty good articulation. This is not a model, we didn't get the disconnectable front sway bar because it was an additional option, and also it would have slowed us down. We wanted to be one of the first people with a new Tacoma, and getting a disconnectable sway bar would have delayed our purchase. I wish we had it. We don't have it, and I'm gonna try to pick one of the hardest lines and try to maintain. Ooh, it's getting harder. So far, so good. Of course, tires play a huge part in this as well. There was a bit of slip there. All right, let me try to come down. Coming down in crawl control mode once again. I'm setting it to setting 3 out of 5. So that's about 2 miles an hour, according to my speedo. and just trying to pick the best line. I do not have a front camera either. And this Tacoma, the purchase price was about 45,000 bucks. So it's not the cheapest new truck, but also not the most expensive. You know what, I'm gonna slow it down just a hair. How am I doing? Am I gonna hit my mud flap? No, that's pretty good. And by the way, they updated their crawl control system, so it's now smoother and not very loud. The previous system was, you could hear it chattering, and ABS and traction control. This system is nice and quiet. All right, well, maybe Tombstone Hill is a little bit easy, too easy for the new Taco.
Andre, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was that for you in the Tacoma?
This was almost like a Sunday afternoon drive, so it was like a 2, I would say, 3.
Well, for me, that was like a 12. Oh, God.
11?
Yeah, but of course the good news is we didn't break anything except for my spine. But we said we'd promise a special surprise. So should we share it with them right now?
Yeah, I think we should.
We're going to do a redemption video where we take the Tacoma up the ironclads where we broke it. But we're not just going to do it with the Tacoma, are we, Andre?
No, we're going to do it with basically every new midsize truck made.
Yeah, so we've got Tacoma versus New Ranger versus Colorado versus
Frontier
versus Gladiator.
Honda Ridgeline Trail Sport, you got it.
And that is coming up. So we're going to take all of them up the same trail, and you guys can see directly the difference between all the mid-sized trucks. But obviously, Andre, this is a much cheaper truck than that is.
How much is that?
6,000? Yeah.
I mean, it's a good value. It's a tough little work truck that could even do that.
Yeah, but I've got one thing that you and your $45,000 truck don't have.
What?
I can show you right there. Look, I've got a lighter. Ha-ha!
What?
Yeah, I've got a lighter.
But actually, that will work in my truck, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Well, it's a 12 volt.
But you don't have one. I have
No,
one. See?
I
See?
don't.
Back in the 90s.
No.
Yeah, if you needed to.
I don't want that.
Yeah, well.
That's
look,
okay.
very rarely used in Japan. Who would have thunk? Anyway, guys, if you want to see part 1 of this video, head on over to alltfl.com and stay tuned when we did a phenomenal bit of logistics to get all 6 mid-sized trucks together and take them up where that failed originally. So quite the redemption video. See you next time.
Ciao.
That's my word.
I know, that's your word. До свидания.
Ciao. All right, Mr. Nasjadanya. Apparently we did do some damage. And I'm not talking about the lighter, I'm talking about...
Oh, wow, Roman.
yeah, that one.
That little mount took a beating.
Yeah, that one up my spine and into my brain.
I'm so sorry.
Luckily, this little guy is light. And
so it just bounced off.
It just bounced off of it, yeah.